What's the most common voice you hear each day? Think about it for a moment. It's not your partner, your friends, or your co-workers. It's your own inner voice. This constant companion in your mind shapes your thoughts, feelings, and actions in powerful ways. But what happens when this inner voice becomes your worst critic? When it constantly puts you down, doubts your abilities, and holds you back from reaching your full potential? This is the reality for many of us, and it's time to talk about how our inner monologue might be destroying us. And more importantly, how we can overcome destructive self-talk. Our self-talk, the internal dialogue that runs through our minds, plays a crucial role in shaping our reality. It's the lens through which we interpret the world around us and our place in it. When this inner voice is positive and supportive, it can be a powerful ally in our personal growth and success. However, when it turns negative, it can become our biggest obstacle. Negative self-talk often sneaks up on us. It can start as small doubts or criticisms that seem harmless at first. But over time, these thoughts can grow and multiply, creating a constant stream of destructive inner chatter. This harmful inner dialogue can manifest in various ways. It might be a voice that constantly criticizes your appearance, doubts your abilities at work, or convinces you that you're not worthy of love and happiness. Recognizing these patterns of negative self-talk is the first step towards changing them. Pay attention to your thoughts throughout the day. Do you often catch yourself thinking things like, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never succeed," or "everyone else is better than me"? These are classic examples of destructive self-talk that can severely impact your mental health and overall well-being. The effects of negative self-talk on our daily lives can be profound and far-reaching. It can influence our mood, leading to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and low self-esteem. This, in turn, can affect our decisions and actions. For instance, you might avoid taking on new challenges at work because your inner voice tells you that you'll fail. Or you might sabotage relationships because you don't believe you deserve love and happiness. Over time, persistent negative self-talk can contribute to more serious mental health issues like depression and anxiety disorders. It can create a self-fulfilling prophecy where you start to behave in ways that confirm your negative beliefs about yourself, further reinforcing the harmful inner dialogue. But why does our mind sometimes turn against us in this way? To understand this, we need to look at the science behind self-talk. Psychological research has shown that our brains have a natural tendency towards negative thinking. This is known as the negativity bias, an evolutionary trait that helped our ancestors stay alert to potential threats. While this was useful for survival in prehistoric times, it can be detrimental in our modern world. Our brains respond to internal dialogue in much the same way as they do to external experiences. When we engage in negative self-talk, our brains release stress hormones like cortisol, which can lead to physical and emotional distress. On the other hand, positive self-talk can trigger the release of feel-good hormones like serotonin and dopamine, promoting feelings of well-being and motivation. Understanding this biological basis of self-talk can be empowering. It means that by changing our inner dialogue, we can literally change our brain chemistry and, consequently, our mood and behavior. So how can we challenge these negative thoughts and break free from destructive self-talk? The first step is to become aware of your inner dialogue. When you notice a negative thought, pause and question it. Is this thought based on facts or is it an assumption? Is there evidence to support or refute this thought? Often, our negative self-talk is based on distorted perceptions rather than reality. Try to look at the situation objectively, as if you were giving advice to a friend. Would you be as harsh with them as you are with yourself? Probably not. This exercise can help you develop a more balanced and compassionate perspective towards yourself. Another effective technique is to reframe negative thoughts into more positive or neutral ones. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm so stupid for making this mistake," try reframing it as, "Everyone makes mistakes sometimes. What can I learn from this?" This doesn't mean ignoring genuine areas for improvement, but rather approaching them with a growth mindset instead of harsh self-criticism. As you work on challenging negative thoughts, it's equally important to cultivate positive self-talk. This doesn't mean constantly praising yourself or ignoring your flaws. Rather, it's about developing a more supportive and encouraging inner voice. Start by paying attention to your accomplishments, no matter how small. Acknowledge your efforts and progress, not just the end results. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. You can also try using affirmations, positive statements about yourself and your abilities. However, for affirmations to be effective, they need to be realistic and believable. Start with neutral statements, if positive ones feel too far-fetched at first. For example, instead of "I'm the best at my job," you might say, "I'm working on improving my skills every day." Mindfulness and self-awareness play a crucial role in improving your self-talk. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing your thoughts without judgment. This can help you become more aware of your inner dialogue and create space between your thoughts and your reactions to them. Regular mindfulness practice, such as meditation or mindful breathing exercises, can strengthen your ability to observe your thoughts objectively. Over time, this can help you become less reactive to negative self-talk and more able to choose how you respond to your inner voice. You can also use journaling as a tool to increase self-awareness. Writing down your thoughts can help you identify patterns in your self-talk and gain insights into what triggers negative thinking. It can also be a way to practice reframing negative thoughts into more positive ones. As you work on improving your self-talk, it's important to remember that change takes time. There will likely be setbacks along the way, moments when you fall back into old patterns of negative thinking. This is normal and doesn't mean you failed. When you notice yourself slipping into destructive self-talk, don't berate yourself for it. Instead, gently remind yourself that you're in the process of changing a long-standing habit. Acknowledge the negative thought, then try to reframe it or let it go. Building resilience is key to overcoming these setbacks. Remind yourself of the progress you've made, no matter how small. Each time you catch and challenge a negative thought, you're strengthening your ability to do so in the future. Persistence is crucial in this process. Just as negative self-talk patterns developed over time, it will take time to replace them with more positive ones. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your efforts along the way. As you continue to work on your self-talk, you'll likely start to notice positive changes in various aspects of your life. Improved self-talk can lead to increased confidence, better relationships, and greater success in pursuing your goals. When you're no longer held back by constant self-doubt and criticism, you're more likely to take on new challenges and persist in the face of obstacles. This can open up new opportunities for growth and achievement in your personal and professional life. Moreover, the way you talk to yourself influences how you interact with others. As you become kinder and more compassionate towards yourself, you're likely to extend that same kindness and compassion to those around you. This can lead to deeper, more fulfilling relationships. The impact of improving your self-talk extends beyond your individual experiences. By cultivating a more positive inner dialogue, you're contributing to a more positive environment around you. Your improved mood and outlook can inspire and uplift others, creating a ripple effect of positivity. So what concrete steps can you take to start improving your self-talk today? Begin by simply paying attention to your inner dialogue. Notice the tone and content of your thoughts without trying to change them just yet. This awareness is the first step towards change. Next, try challenging one negative thought each day. When you catch yourself in negative self-talk, pause and ask yourself if there's a more balanced or positive way to look at the situation. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. When you make a mistake or face a setback, instead of harsh self-criticism, try offering yourself words of comfort and encouragement. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. This could be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to focus on your breath and observe your thoughts. Remember, changing your self-talk is a process, not a one-time event. It requires consistent effort and practice, but with time and patience, you can develop a more supportive and empowering inner dialogue. Our inner monologue has the power to shape our reality in profound ways. When left unchecked, negative self-talk can hold us back from reaching our full potential and living fulfilling lives. But by becoming aware of our inner dialogue and actively working to improve it, we can overcome destructive self-talk and cultivate a more positive, supportive inner voice. This journey towards better self-talk is not always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. As you learn to quiet your inner critic and amplify your inner cheerleader, you'll likely find yourself feeling more confident, resilient, and capable of tackling life's challenges. Remember, you have the power to change your inner narrative. Your thoughts shape your reality, so choose them wisely. With consistent effort and practice, you can turn your inner voice from your harshest critic into your strongest ally. So the next time you tune into that voice in your head, ask yourself, is this voice supporting my growth and happiness, or is it holding me back? And if it's the latter, know that you have the power to change it. Your journey to more positive self-talk starts now, and a more confident, empowered you is waiting on the other side.